The
Okay. Yeah, it
It
says.
says it's live, but how do I record it?
So if it says it's live, it's recording.
Is it okay?
Because you did it through YouTube,
YouTube.
right? Yeah.
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 Okay.
Okay. So what I wanted to do today is just kind of give you guys a brief overview of Canva. I know some of you guys have worked with it before and some of you have made graphics with it. Specifically, I wanted to kind of talk about the Pinterest graphics for when you guys are building those for your thing, for your blog posts. But I can talk about any part of Canva that you guys have questions. So I can't see you guys. So if you have questions, just shout them out at me because I'm just going to be in here in Canva. So when you are doing your post and it's done and it's time for a picture, what you will do is you'll go on this Pinterest graphic right here, okay? And see all of these on the side over here? These are all templates that have already been made. You don't have to like start with a template. You can design your own. Like you could pick a background from, you know, over here and put it here or whatnot. But it's always good, I feel like, to start with one of these, you know, things that they already have done, because it kind of gives you like kind of a jumping off point of where to go. I don't really love that one. So we'll just do this one. So this is kind of, when you have this graphic, Pinterest recognizes that this is a known graphic in their system. So immediately, if we don't change anything about it, our algorithm goes way down. So what we need to do is we can use this format, but then change it all, if that makes any sense. So we'll need to bring in like a new picture and things like that. So how you bring in a new picture is, see this uploads over here and upload image right here. That's how you're going to bring in a new picture. Now, how you'll bring those in is through royalty-free sites. And I will list on our Facebook page later a list of royalty-free sites that you can bring pictures in for free. Because the problem is, if we don't use royalty-free, then they can sue us for using their pictures. So all of these over here are ones that I've used in the past, or they're pictures of my kids, or, you know, whatnot. So we're just going to use one of these for now, or I'll show you how to upload. So you upload here. Okay, so you just click this and it will come to your either your downloads or your wherever you saved it. Okay, so right now I have a bunch of stuff for the Valentine's Day thing sitting around. So we'll just, I'm trying to find one that looks okay. Sorry. So we'll just bring this one in. So we wouldn't use this whole picture. Like, so for our link up, we're going to have a bunch of pictures, so we wouldn't use this format. But what you'll do is you'll bring your picture over. And now once your picture's over, you don't have to use it exactly the same size. Okay, so this one is actually a better example of that. So you can click on here, okay, and you can change your picture size. So say you just want like the heart, you know, for some reason, and that's what you want to focus on. You just do that, and then you click on it and see how that one picture looks completely different from the original one. Or you can take, sorry, you can take like this flower and how it's this whole picture, but maybe you just want to focus on like the corner of it like that. Okay, so there's a lot of maneuvering of the pictures to make them look completely different. And then say you want to change the background, okay, you go in here, and usually it has document colors that they've used, but these colors right here are our brand colors, which means those are the colors of Confessions of Parenting, like our logos and stuff. So you can, you know, use one of those, or, you know, whatever, you know, starts to look good. You know, I feel like that looks better because it makes the pink flower pop more. And then you go in here and you can then change the title and, you know, all of this. Now, just because there's 3 lines, 3 different sections, doesn't mean we have to use them all. But this graphic that we just made, that we used as one of the the formatted templates will get a higher algorithm because they don't recognize it as a picture that's already been done. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So
yes, makes sense.
okay, perfect. So there are in Canva, there are like icons and stuff. Okay. And sorry, I don't really like the icons. But there's like, you can use any of these too, and it will be different. So see how it has a free and a little crown? You can use any of those because we have the upgraded membership. So we can use these pictures, and sometimes they'll say Canva across them. And that's okay because when we go to download them, that Canva will be taken off because we have the upgraded membership. We just don't want to use anything that has, you know, the dollar signs because then we'd have to pay when we go to download them. But these ones are okay to use. We just don't want to use the ones that are already made on the formatted ones. The other thing I wanted to show you really quick is I'm gonna take, let's see, I'm looking for that graphic we had earlier this week. Okay. Oh, and if you want to make a copy of something, okay, so say you like this and you want to make a copy of it, you just click here and it will copy it, but that didn't copy the right thing.
It's up at the top.
Okay, this is the one we want. I'm just going to borrow your graphic. Jennifer, you made this one, right?
No, I actually don't think I did that one.
Oh, okay.
Reed did that one.
Okay. Here we go. So we're going to click on here. Can you guys see the graphic that I'm reading up, the orange one? Or do I need to show you a new screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
I can see it.
So say you really like this graphic and this is exactly how Pinterest brought it in. Because you know how you have these layouts up on the side? So again, a lot of bloggers will recognize the fact that we just kind of took that over. And so then you can start changing. Okay, this one you can't. So sometimes you can change the colors of everything depending on, so see how they have the colors of these documents? You can start changing things about it, right? So see how the flowers just got changed to green? And then I click on the next color and it's like that peachy color and I can change it to purple, okay? And then I'm not actually thinking that this is looking good. I'm just showing you how it works. And you can change it to pink. So then you can move it actually out of the way and click here to change the background, okay, to this purple. Sorry. And then you can put it back. And you see how it looks like a completely different graphic, but it's like the same. So you can do that with a lot of the already made ones, or, you know, ones that we've used in the past. So say you really liked the layout of this, you can change all the colors of it and use it, you know, again, maybe not the next week, we won't pull that one, but like in a month we could pull that same one and no one will ever notice because we've changed everything about it. So what do you guys struggle with in Canva that I can show you? And what questions do you have? I just kind of wanted to go over mainly how to make those Pinterest graphics because they are a little different than the normal, like you could just pull what we already have so that you guys can start doing those and working on those.
So
how do you say what you've done? How do you say what you've done and then find it again?
How to save everything saves automatically.
Okay.
And how to find it.
Do I have to name it something? Do I have to, I don't know. Just help me find it again.
Okay.
Well, if you change the name up there, the copy of Tuesday.
You click here. Okay. And typically how you to name something in SEO, which is a search engine optimizer. Okay, so to name it with that is I'm going to just use Jennifer's homeschooling, even though this isn't nothing to do with homeschooling. I'm going to delete this after we're done. So I would go how to, and see that line in between.
Yep.
Transition from home school to public school. And then you would put your initials, okay? And the initials are only for me to know who did it, so I can go and talk to whoever did it just in case we need to change something or anything. But when I go to schedule it, I delete that off. And so you click done, and that is that's SEO optimizing, which is the words with the hyphens in between.
Did you do the hyphens, or did they automatically put the hyphens in?
No, I put the hyphens in. So instead of a space, you put a hyphen in. And so then when you go to find it, you click Canva right here, and it's going to say to leave the page. And then you can scroll through here. It's from most recent down to oldest. So if it's something, so say Jennifer did a graphic and she worked on it like a week ago, but she decided that she wanted to go and change something because I haven't, I haven't approved it or anything, or maybe I had a question about it. So she'll just scroll down here and she'll find it and she'll be like, oh, it's right here. And then she can click on it. And then she can change whatever she wants about it. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. What other questions do you guys have?
The question that I had was, I haven't been doing Pinterest graphics. Do you want us to start doing those as well, or do you want us to wait till we do a blog and then do those?
So you will only do the Pinterest graphics if I give you the okay after your blog post is done. Who asked that? Sorry.
It was Jennifer.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought it was, but I just wanted to double check. So after your blog post is done, or once we have your title of your blog post, then we'll go in. I'll tell you kind of the perfect name, we'll call it, for your blog post. And then you can go in and kind of start working with Pinterest and things like that. Because, for instance, with your homeschooling one, you know how we had 2 titles?
Right.
So you would make both of those and things like that. So you'll only make Pinterest graphics when we're doing our posts, because those are the only things that we move to Pinterest. And we have to have them be those rich pins that are vertical length, or people don't really pin them. You notice when you're on Pinterest how everything's like the same size? And it's not like horizontal, it's more vertical. It's just more appealing to the eye. So it's a known fact that if we put up something that was horizontal, it's not going to get the pin value because of the size of it.
I did not know that.
Okay, so when we do just the regular graphics and that we're trying to do, so we have ideas, like the one that's up right here right now.
Yes.
This one, actually, all I did was reword stuff. And so what I would need to do in order to get a better score, or to make it more appealing, I guess if that's what we're trying to do, is I would change the coloring. So that way they don't recognize it as I just took a template and threw some words on there, right?
So in Pinterest, absolutely. In like our social media,
Right.
It's not 100% that we need to do that, but it's a good idea to try to change some of it. So people don't recognize, because you have to figure that every blogger pretty much uses Canva. So any blogger that sees it come through is going to recognize that we just changed something, which isn't a bad thing, but it's, it just kind of gives a little bit more credibility that we've changed something about it. When you did that follow one or the join one, with the join button the follow button, the Facebook follow button. So I went back in there and I changed it to join because we actually changed it to our group. So just like little small changes in it makes a big difference with algorithm.
Okay.
And the algorithm is how it rates and how it like appears in, you know, feeds and stuff like that. What other questions do you guys have?
Can you manipulate the graphics with the social media Canva templates like you do with the Pinterest one?
What do you mean manipulate?
Well, you know how when you took the flower and you made it really big and it only showed part of the flower?
Uh-huh.
Is that also, that type of thing also available to be able to manipulate and do in the social media graphics? Because they don't have, like, I just noticed, like, if we look over to the left, we see the I don't know, is that soup or whatever? And it, is there a way to be able to then maybe change that soup bowl with the number 10 next to it into something else? I don't know if that's like a background or something. I'm just curious.
Do you guys see a soup bowl? I don't see a soup bowl right now.
It's to the left of the pencil me in. It's
okay.
It's one of the layouts.
I don't see Michelle anymore.
Oh, did we lose her?
I think we did. I didn't know if it was soup. I didn't know. I can't see it very well.
It looks like soup to me. I think maybe her screen was frozen or something.
Okay, I'm like,
I think to answer your question, I think you should be able to do that on the other graphics, just like she explained on Pinterest graphics. I think you can do that on all of them. And I don't know, personally, just try, if you choose a stock layout, just try to make it more unique and creative by changing stuff. Yeah.
Sorry, did I hang up on you guys?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, but I think Leah answered the question, and which I think I was just trying to get used to making things, and now I'm to the point where I think I feel comfortable manipulating it now and trying to make it more personable or a little bit more unique. So I think I'll start trying that today and tomorrow and see kind of what I come up with.
Okay. Yeah. So like when you want to make something bigger, you just, you know, go like that and you can move it around. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that was exactly what I was talking about. I didn't know, but I never tried. So that's why I was just wondering if you could, if it was available.
You can click on any picture and make it bigger or smaller, or like, you know how there's these leaves here. These are all, I mean, it's just, you know, little leaves. So say you wanted to like bunch them together, maybe change the color, maybe add more, you just control V, you can add more to them. You know, pretty much you can do anything with these, you know, pre-made graphics. And another thing is, so say you have a bunch of leaves like this, okay, so you can click on it, but say you want to make it more like springtime. So you can click like green and see this change all from orange to green. You can click that and it changes everything that color was to that green. So like if I'm working on like a project that I've brought a bunch of copy and paste in, you know, and I want to change the color all at the same time, you just click it and then click down there and it will change everything that color is.
That's nice.
That definitely is cool. I didn't know that.
So, I mean, sometimes it's easier to do that, even though the title, you know, maybe you're going to, you know, everything's like, you know, this color per se. And you're like, well, I don't want the title that, but I want all the leaves that. Sometimes it's easier to do the change all and then to just go back and change the title, you know, on its own. And these colors up here, the document colors, those are the recommended colors that have appeared in that document to kind of give you like a color scale of, you know, some other colors that you could change things to. And then I don't know if I've ever shown you this. So these are other colors and like logo colors and stuff. But if you want another color, you just click on here and the entire color wheel comes up, right? And then you have this scrolling right there to make a new color. So you can make any color you want to. It doesn't have to be a color that's on that sheet.
I just don't know why my business class didn't tell me about this program when I was trying to make a blog and create all these graphics in Word and PowerPoint.
Yeah, well, I didn't know about it until like I had been blogging for like a few weeks and I was noticing that my graphics looked like poop compared to everybody else. So I was like, what do you guys use? And they're like, oh, Canva, it's awesome. And I'm like, Oh, yeah, that's really a good idea.
I just assumed everybody was using Photoshop, and I had a class where we did Photoshop, and I was like, well, this is super complicated.
Yeah.
This Canva is like so much simpler than Photoshop. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, and I can make anything in it. So say you're, just for you guys, I mean, you guys can go to Canva here, right? We'll leave that page. And these are all the design sizes, so say we're like, hey, can you make, and you can click this one, can you make an Instagram specific to Instagram? There's a specific to Instagram one. Or can you make a magazine cover? There's a magazine, and all of these have different, sizing and things like that. Oh, the other thing that I wanted to show you guys was, okay. So say we have this right here, okay? And it is a social media size, but we're going to make that a Pinterest graphic for some reason. So you see this resize up here? Did you see where I pulled it up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't want to resize everything all at the same time because that takes forever. So you go, okay, I need a Pinterest graphic for that. So you click that and you hit abracadabra resize. And now it's turned that entire document into a Pinterest size document. So now it's ready for Pinterest. Granted, you might have to do a few little minor changes to it, to make sure it still looks good, or maybe to add something to it. But I mean, for the most part, it's Pinterest ready, and you didn't have to copy and paste everything in to get it to where you need to be.
That's an awesome feature.
So what other questions do you guys have?
I think you've about covered it and gave us a lot to work with.
Okay. Perfect. Do you guys have any questions for me or Leah since we're here? You can stop the broadcast, Leah, if you don't mind.